Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today we're going to look at the camera interface on the Samsung Galaxy Mega, which is pretty unique in its own right because it follows the Samsung camera that we have out currently, and the Samsung Galaxy S4 follows the same line. As you can see here, I have the auto rotation on, and with the Samsung Galaxy Mega you can rotate the desktop like this. And in some other videos with like the Samsung Galaxy Note, this is a root. You have to root it to get this on your device. But we're gonna look at the camera interface, and pretty much what you're gonna see here is the same type of deal that's on the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the Samsung Galaxy camera, with this carousel type interface here for all your items that you select that you want to take a picture of. So you have the auto, and there are some things that are on here that are not on the Galaxy S4, such as in this menu, that is the continuous shot is in this menu, and it's not in the Samsung Galaxy S4's menu. Another one that's in this menu that's not in there, I think it's one more in here. No, I think that might be it. But you can view your camera in the carousel version, or you can go ahead and hit the grid and it'll look like this, and you can select whatever you want to take a picture of. Now the camera itself is a really nice camera. Let me just grab an old phone here. I'm going to take a picture. Who remembers that phone? You guys remember that phone? Hey, we all had one. I still have it. I still use it, actually. Alright, so we're gonna take a picture here. It auto focuses, but you can select it to focus, and you get a very quick shutter time, and voila, here is the picture. Now you can see that is a very clear picture. Very clear. Very clear. But let me show you where I have the camera set at for as far as megapixels. I don't have it set to 8 megapixel. I keep it down low because of memory, and also, as you can see, cell phone cameras now are actually pretty good, so I have it set way down just to 1 megapixel basically, but it's defaulted at 6 megapixel. So, but I keep it down low just to keep, have a lot of memory free. So that'll save me time without transferring things. But it does have zoom on here, 4x zoom. You can see the clarity there. This is a really good camera, guys. Don't sleep on it. It's 8 megapixel, just like the Galaxy Note. And I saw another video where the person at Phone Arena was saying that this phone was just a mid-tier, and it doesn't compare to the Galaxy Note. I frequently stress this. Those guys are just, for one, they're being paid to give these reviews, and their job is to sway you to the higher price device, or and they do have subjective views. I won't say that's their job to sway you to get the higher price device, but a lot of times they want to sway you to get the latest device when you really don't need it. But in one particular instance, Phone Arena was saying that the Galaxy Note 2 was far superior to this device, and all they kept talking about was just because of the specs. Well, this device, we all know Android lags, and you all know that I went through several Samsung Galaxy S4s before I got one that actually worked. Well, this is the first batch of the Samsung Galaxy Mega devices that are going out, and I'm not having any problems. Yesterday I went on ahead and pulled it out the box, and I started using it right away without charging it, and it was at about 63%. Well, by the end of the day, I went on ahead, I let it run all the way down to 5%, and I had about 8 hours. Now this is going to give you an example of how great this battery is actually going to be. At 60%, I did about 8 hours of battery on that, 9 hours of battery, I think it was, and I had about 4.5 hours of screen on time. That's, if you don't know, screen on time is you've got the screen on and you're doing something on the screen. So this battery is going to be a beast, just like the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. It's actually 100 milliamps more, but I don't think that really plays a big part. But as far as the camera goes, the person at Phone Arena was saying that this just wasn't a good camera, didn't take good pictures. I mean, again, these guys aren't having these devices for their personal use. They're using them for just like a couple days or a week or so, and then they're sending them back. So if possible, get the device yourself. I always say this because you, the end user, you're controlling the market for what you purchase, and you're setting the prices whether you want to believe it or not, because look at how quickly some phones lose value because people don't buy them. They're not caught up on the hype. Anyway, Samsung Galaxy camera interface here, basically on the Samsung Galaxy Mega, and I think that when they switch to this type of interface, it just does wonders for the device. It makes the camera look a lot better when using it. I was out at an event yesterday and I was taking pictures, and people were like, whoa, what the heck is that, you know? And they're looking actually not at so much the phone, they were looking at the camera interface because they saw me switching to HDR and just doing a bunch of things, and they were like, wow, man. And some of the guys in my club, they have HTC One, and obviously I use the HTC One. But this is getting into the phablet category. Now the camera on the HTC One, everybody says, oh, it's a 4 ultra pixels. That's great, but it's a gimmick, just like an overlay, like this overlay right here. These are all kind of gimmicky to try to get you to think it's better than the rest. But really, we want to focus on how well the camera takes pictures. And as you can see, this camera really does a nice job. So getting into some more settings here, as you can see where I was at before, here's where you would change your photo size. And again, I keep mine down at 1280 by 720 with a 16 by 9 because, you know, I feel that's sufficient. And it has face detection, has the metering, anti-shake. I leave that on. And when you go over to the video, you can select your video size. And as you can see, yesterday I put up a video sample and it was in 720. I totally forgot to change this to 1080p, but that 720 video, guys, is nice. And more settings here. Geotagging is on. I have review off because I don't like to do review. You can use the volume key to zoom, or you can use the camera key or the record key. I think that's kind of crazy, but you have the timer here if you want to do a timer for self photos or just regular photos. I always keep the auto white balance on because I want it to do it for me. I don't want to try to keep changing it. I don't mess with the exposures, but it's there. For those that know how to do that, I'm the last person to switch to the front camera. I'm the last person to try to tell you about that because I'm not a photographer. And so you have the guidelines. I don't use this. It's actually kind of annoying to me. I don't know why I think this is annoying, but you know, hey, it might be useful to some people. If you want to line up something and make sure it's right on, that would be something that you would use. I keep the flash off. I don't turn it to auto either because, you know, I don't take a lot of pictures at night. And the voice control is another thing that's cool too. You can say things like cheese and take photo or something like that. It's just like on the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the other devices that have that feature, Galaxy Note. Contextual file name, you can leave that on if you want to, or I keep it off. I don't use that. I don't consider that something that I would use or keep track of. And you can set your default to your device or your memory card. So those are the settings for the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3's camera. Again, you can have it in the grid, or, you know, I think most people would choose the carousel. For quick use, you want to hit the grid because you don't want to scroll through. You can just hit quick use and do panorama, HDR, whichever one you want to do. But for the most part, it's right here. And it does have a front-facing camera, and I use a Samsung HD camera there. You can see. There I am. And the front-facing camera is really good as well. But look at the clarity of that photo there with the autofocus. It's really nice. It's a really nice camera. So there it is, guys. The Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 camera interface. I will see you in the next video, and take care.